I'm gonna put on for my city. Like I'm gonna absolutely rep my town because they rep me. Like I've never felt like I can't come back home. Even when I came back home from surgery, people would check up on me or pull up on me. I'm still keeping in touch with all of my classmates.
Joining us this afternoon, former Kilgore Bulldog, currently up in Arkansas at Arkansas Little Rock, Matthew Tyeskie. Matthew, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's happening? I'm blessed. How are you?
I can't complain. I can't complain, man. I want to talk to
What's
you
up?
first. Let's get started. I know you're a junior over there at Little Rock right now, and we'll talk kind of about the path to get there. But I want to start with the most recent thing. This past weekend over in LSU or at Baton Rouge at the LSU opener, you finished third. Your team finished third in the 4x100
Yes,
meter
sir.
relay. So and you missed all of last season, the outdoor track season, with an injury.
Yes,
So
sir.
your first outdoor race this year. Talk to me a little bit about how that race went and how you're feeling this year.
Bill Dickinson Chevrolet is making car buying easy with employee pricing. That's right, employee pricing available only at Bill Dickinson Chevrolet or online at bdchevy.com. Log on to bdchevy.com and then go visit them in Gladewater, Texas, where you can work with a non-commissioned salesperson. With their transparent sales process and non-commissioned salespeople, Bill Dickinson Chevrolet is saving East Texans thousands, one deal at a time. BD Chevy has something for everyone.
I'm feeling really well. Recovery off of the Achilles tear last year went really well, and so it was really speedy, and I'm really grateful for that. But no, we just had an opportunity, and the weather was great down there in Baton Rouge, and we just had an opportunity to go out there and compete at a high level. This year, training has been really well. Coach Bingy has done a really good job with us. We've been just putting our head down and working hard. So as far as the performance this past weekend, it was just a showcase and a testament to all the hard work we put in every single day. But it felt good. We had a lot of people do really good in their individual events. It was a good day to be a Trojan. Good day to be a competitor.
Well, you mentioned now. I knew that you were out last year with the injury. I didn't know it was an Achilles injury. So that's that.
Yeah,
Now
it was Achilles rupture.
I have some
Yeah,
questions now. I have some questions.
that's
So
fine.
we've been seeing a lot of, to me, I guess, a lot of Achilles injuries here recently with
Hmm.
NBA, NFL. A
Yeah.
lot of pro athletes with Achilles injuries. So going through one yourself, what is that process like, and how tough is the rehab to come back from an injury like that?
Oh, it's real tough. Let me put it like this. It's so abrupt. It's not like a hamstring or like maybe your knee hurts or something. Like once I tore it, there's nothing you can do. There's not icing or resting. Like once the tendon tears, you need surgery. And so I guess because I didn't have anything I could do for myself, it wasn't really stressing. I didn't really stress about it. It was kind of like, okay, well, we get surgery and now we're just back to grinding, same as, anything else. But it's hard. Like once you tear it, your foot is completely dead, and so you have to learn how to walk on it again. You have to learn how to use your toes. Everything. It's just a lot of nerve endings that are severed, and you got to gain back. So it's really really tough. It was really challenging. It was the hardest part was probably the kindergarten level of things, or learning how to balance on my foot. Stuff you've been doing your whole life, and all of a sudden you can't do anymore. But nonetheless, it gave the rest of my body time to heal, and it's just. But yeah, you have to be really resilient to get through it.
That's mind blowing to me, and especially for, like, I know professional athletes and stuff. Any
Right,
athlete really uses that, but track, like, you gotta
right.
have your Achilles to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's an
That's this.
important part of
I'm
that.
a hurdler. I'm a hurdler. Y'all know I'm a hurdler. So it was my lead leg. So the first leg that comes down off the hurdle. Yeah. So yeah, it was tough because
Well,
even when I was able to run on it, I still wasn't able to hurdle how I wanted to because I would land just flat footed just because I didn't have enough strength in my calf. But it was definitely a process, and it's
how,
still an ongoing process.
are you? Because I know these Achilles injuries, you can come back and be healthy and ready to compete and still compete.
Right.
Are you confident in it? Like, do you still have all the
Oh
confidence
yeah,
in
for
it?
sure,
Full. Okay.
for sure. And with anything, mentality is the biggest thing. So if you nurse it in your mind, it's not going to want to get better. But I never had a mental block ever. Like
That's
I knew it's right when I toured. That night I toured, I knew right then I was gonna be back. But I had confidence in it. It was a struggle in the indoor because my first race back, you know, you competitor, you want to run as fast as you were before, and I was nowhere close to that. But just week by week, we got better and better, and I ended up being able to break my record, like PR in the indoor, and break the conference record. And
you're, st-
so
you're stealing my
it's
thunder,
proof in the
Matthew.
pudding.
You're stealing my thunder, Matthew. That's where I was gonna
My
head
bad,
to
my
next.
bad.
No,
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
you're
But
good.
yeah,
No,
yeah. I got
yeah,
confidence.
that's where I was going to next, though, because you mentioned the hurdling, and that's where I was going to go because
Hmm.
you talked about landing on that, and that's what
Right,
made me think of the confidence to be able to land and not
right.
worry about it again. But
Hmm.
you mentioned it, and you're correct. At the Ohio Valley Conference meet, you set the conference record there. You broke your own school record that you had set
Yes, sir.
with that one
Yeah.
with a 7.83 in the indoor 60-meter hurdle. So, talk to me about that process and when you broke that record, what was going through your mind and what were the emotions like?
It was to be honest, it was kind of a sigh of relief, but even more like a testament to like, yeah, you back, and this is to show you back, just for myself. You know what I mean? Like everyone else, whether you knew, we got a young team, so they don't really know how good I was. My freshman squad, the remaining of them, they know, but especially for myself, it was just like, no, you fine. Like this is the opportunity that you had to go out there and be something great, and you remain great, same as you've seen yourself be able to do in the past. So it's just a testament to the hard work. Shout out my surgeon, Chelsea Matthews. She's really one of the biggest reasons that I didn't worry about it because she told me right after surgery, she was like, I've done a lot of these. I've done a lot of these on elite athletes. You will be just fine. You will be back right back to being an elite. And so her security in that and her work, it made all the difference. And of course, my trainers, Miss Larson and everybody else, my coaches. When I called my coach, I was kind of fretful. It's like, Coach, I just tore my Achilles. And the first thing he was like, well, all right, man. Well, your comeback story it's gonna be even better. You know what I mean? And so I just had a big group, big family, big support system in it all. But yeah, I definitely felt good. I felt good to be able to provide points for my team and be the competitor I always knew, because it was hard missing out a whole year and knowing I can't give my team what I really wanted to give.
And that's got to be a confidence boost too, right? Like you come
For
back from
sure,
injury and then you're breaking records and setting records and stuff. That's got to
for
boost
sure.
it. And like you said, to let you like I'm back. I'm good. I'm
Right.
ready to go, and I'm
Yeah.
back. Well, I want to go back to high school, to your time at in
Okay.
Kilgore, and I was looking online, and I believe you won a couple of state championships. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you won a couple of
Yeah.
state championships. I know you went. I think it's at a 5-time state finalist at Kilgore. So
Yeah.
talk to me
Yeah.
about your time at Kilgore and running track there, and how it propelled you to Little Rock.
Yeah. It was I was good. I won one state championship, but I won Texas relay championship. So one is a state meet, one is like a big meet. But nonetheless, yeah. All shout outs to my head coach at that time, Philip Lane, Robert Cooley, Madeline Harris. Those were who allowed me to be as successful as I was on the track. They pushed us hard. The people in back in the day, even the older people, anybody who know, Coach Cooley, he was a mad scientist when it comes to the workout. So yeah, he just established grit. Like you said, the biggest thing is confidence. Like you can have all the workouts you can spend all the time. If you don't have the confidence, you won't be able to go out there and compete. But those three, they instill confidence in each and every single one of those runners, because they were like parents. Like it wasn't so much about you going out there and how many points you can have, as how much you able to develop into a good human being. And all the success will work out. And we had some really successful teams. We went out there and we got third in state with 5 people, 6 people. We won regionals with like 11, you know what I mean? But it was really, really fun. That's some of my fondest memories when it come to running track. I was a big football head, so I played football a lot. And track was kind of just, I always knew I was good at hurdles. So I knew that wherever I went, I wanted to play football, but if I do go play football, I'm going to have to run hurdles as well. But no, my time with Gilgore track was definitely amazing. It was really, really good.
Well, and the hurdles thing is what's mind blowing to me because I ran track myself and I couldn't get talk about mental blocks. I couldn't get past that mental
Yeah.
block of, the steps. It's a science to running hurdles.
Yeah.
The timing of the steps and making sure you got the
Right.
steps right, leaping over. How obviously you said in high school you knew that you wanted to do hurdles, but how much time and energy did you put into to really mastering the craft of hurdling and getting that rhythm down and kind of talk about the specifics of hurdling. Like what makes a good hurdler, do
Right.
you think?
Um, Shout out Coach Cole. Our seventh grade year, you get all the kids out there and you just have them do stuff. I was just naturally good at going over the hurdles. Like my lead leg, I didn't hop. I was a naturally good hurdle. So once I understood that, and like I said, you have coaches that know you're good, you're good, you're good. I like stuff being complex. I like stuff being challenging and minute details and stuff. So I just kind of drawn towards what I need to do to get better at this. Coach Harris, she's really good hurdle coach. She taught me a lot about how important it is for you to either flex your toe on your trail leg or flex your toes when you going over your lead leg or bending at the hip, doing all the other stuff. So I had a lot of people to hold me accountable for it. Like I just now when I got to college actually starting to being really a student of it, like researching, watching videos on my own. But as far as like it's a lot of stuff. And what taught me the most is the fact that even in your drills, you have to pay attention to everything you do, or you will fall on your face. Like you have to be paying attention to everything. It's not like an open event to where you can just run and you don't have an obstacle. You have an
Yeah.
obstacle in your face, and reps and reps and reps is how you build that confidence. Like I'll be watching. My mama sent me videos from way back when I was in middle school, and I sucked. Like I was winning, but I was so bad. The form was terrible, But just reps and reps and reps. And yeah, it's really important that you do the small things down to a T, even in your warm ups, because in hurdles you practice the slow movements of
Mm-hmm.
race pace, but you do them so often. You If you get so good, your race pace, high speed will look just like your form does when it's slow, because it's easier to have perfect form when you're doing things slow,
Yeah.
and less octane. But yeah, you have to pay attention to everything you do,
I,
down to your arm, down to how you breathe, everything.
don't get me wrong. I love watching. Like I was the sprinter too, so I ran the 100 and the
Yeah,
200 stuff like that. So I love
yeah,
watching the 100-meter dash, 200-meter. There's
right,
something about like watching good hurdlers where it's just
yeah,
it's art. Like it's beautiful to
yeah.
watch the synchronization of everything. So that's awesome. I do want to ask you. You talked about that injury that you had to go through in the rehab and all
Mhm.
that. So obviously, you mentioned the support you had there,
Right.
not just there, but the support. Talk about the support from the Kilgore community. We did this story on you winning a bronze medal. This thing absolutely blew up on Facebook
Yeah.
with support everywhere. So talk to
Hmm.
me a little bit about that support that you get and what that means to you.
I've always got love for my city, and that's why even when I come up here, they probably can't stand it because I came up here with my cousin Cameron Jackson. He ran at Kilgore too. He's really good, but I'm gonna put on for my city. Like I'm gonna absolutely rep my town because they rep me. Like I've never felt like I can't come back home. Even when I came back home from surgery, people would check up on me or pull up on me. I'm still keep in touch with all of my classmates. I just get love from the city. They always push you. Always push you to always make sure you're on the right track. It's just a big family, and granted, it's so small. A lot of us are related, so it's not hard. It's not hard at all. But it's a home. Like it's honestly a home. It's nothing you feel like you have to get out away from. It's more so I got to get out to make the city proud, to make the people who poured into me when I was in the city proud. So, it was the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing. Like I probably and y'all might not believe it. I probably had the most fun when I was down out of my surgery. Like chilling with my mama,
Yeah.
chilling with my pops, and just coming down and being down with family. It allowed me to just have fun,
That may have helped the
have
rehab
fun.
process, right? I mean,
It definitely did. That was the
the good
biggest thing. It
vibes and
definitely
all that.
did. Coach Fuller and all the coaches up there at the high school, they allowed me their training facility.
Yeah.
Like I was able to go to the track when I needed to, and that was a big thing because I was back at home, and so I needed to still continue my rehab. But they encouraged me. I had open doors, and it's nothing but love. I
Yeah,
have nothing but good things to say about where I'm from.
That's the best thing too. It takes a village, right? Nobody does it on their own.
Absolutely.
It's a community support. Speaking of being in Texas, you got your next couple track meets are in Texas, right? Prairie View A&M Relays coming up on Friday, and then next week you're at in NAC at SFA. So how cool is it when you get track meets in Texas? Do you have family that comes out there and watches you, and how much do you like those track meets in Texas?
Oh, I love them. You know, you can't do because your competition is probably somewhere from Texas. You can't get no competitive in Texas, so you always know it's gonna be smoke. You always know it's gonna be an opportunity for you to, for one, see your family, which is always good. It breaks up the monotony of being in college and always ripping and running. But most importantly, just representing, like not even your city, but just your state as a whole. Because the majority of my team up here in Little Rock is from Texas, and so we love going back home. You get to see your people. You feel good. You getting your hair done. You got a haircut to see your people, and you feel good. The weather's great. It's always great. You know, you get to see classmates you might have seen in high school that went to another school in Texas, and it's like a homecoming every single time we have a meet in Texas.
Well, you got a couple of them coming up. You got one Friday and got one next week, so it's going to be some home cooking there. How much time do y'all spend? You say you got a lot of Texas athletes on the team. How much time do y'all spend trash talking the other players on the team about Texas? Because you just mentioned it. Texas is the best. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. I just want to know how much pushback is there from the rest of the team.
Not much, because majority rules and the proof in the pudding. You know what I mean? Like, you look at our best competitors, they're probably from Texas. You know, in some form or fashion. And what's so cool about it is a couple of us ran together in high school when we was in Texas. A lot of us competed with each other, so it's like a big family reunion when you go up here. But yeah, it's no debate. Everybody knows Texas do it the best. So.
Could not have said it better myself. Well, Matthew, I appreciate you joining us today, man. Best of luck throughout the rest of the season. Congratulations on all the success you've already had, and I'm sure we'll talk to you down the road.
Oh, yeah. I'll holler at y'all soon. I appreciate y'all. You have a blessed one.
All right, Matthew, have a good one, buddy.
Next Level Digital Advertising has arrived. Grow your business with advanced solutions from one of the largest digital agencies in the country. East Texas Marketing Solutions is a resource for utilizing and executing advanced multi-platform marketing strategies. Discover more at easttexasmarketingsolutions.com.
Last weekend in Abilene, the strongest that the state of Texas has to offer met at the Taylor County Expo Center for the Boys Powerlifting State Championships, and East Texans brought home quite a bit of hardware. So let's take a look at all the medalists from the meet. And remember, in powerlifting, the top 5 spots earn medals. So on Friday, Division II or the 4A classification got things underway. In Sulphur Springs, Logan Lawrence finished 3rd in the 123-pound division after squatting 450 pounds, bench pressing 340 pounds, and deadlifting 375 pounds for a total weight of 1,165 pounds. His teammate, Sulphur Springs' Blaine Allen, finished 5th in the 198-pound division. He squatted 550 pounds, bench pressed 515 pounds, and deadlifted an even 600 pounds for a total of 1,665 pounds. While Livingston's Ty Thomas finished 4th in the super heavyweight division. He squatted 710 pounds, which is not the most this weekend. We'll get to that in a second. Bench pressed 500 pounds and deadlifted 555 pounds for a total of 1,765 pounds. Next up on Friday was Division III, which is the 3A classification. Kirbyville's Austin Moody won a silver medal in the 181-pound division. Squatted 585 pounds, bench pressed 450 pounds, and deadlifted 600 pounds for a total of 1,635. Central's Javier Alinas Zamago finished 5th in the super heavyweight division. He squatted 675 pounds, bench pressed 525 pounds, and deadlifted 470 pounds for a total of 1,670 pounds. Now, the first East Texas state champions of the day came in Division IV, or the 2A division meet. Groveton's Tristan Ard became the first state champion powerlifter in school history after he won the 165-pound division. He squatted 545 pounds, bench pressed a state record 460 pounds, and then deadlifted 500 pounds for a total of 1,505 pounds. Garrison's Bo Pollard won the 220-pound division by squatting 725 pounds, bench pressing 515, and deadlifting 615 pounds for a total of 1,855 pounds. Now,
Maybe the performance of the weekend was Alba Golden's Leighton Williams. He went back-to-back to win the 275-pound division, but he broke a state record with a 770-pound squat. Absolutely insane. I saw the video. It was phenomenal. He bench pressed 510 pounds, and then he set another state record in the deadlift with 650 pounds for a massive total of 1,930 pounds. Hawkins' Julian Griffin won the super heavyweight division with a total of 1,765 pounds after he squatted 730 pounds, bench pressed 470 pounds, and deadlifted 565 pounds. Now, staying in Division 4, in the 148-pound division, Garrison's Avery Yarborough finished second with a total of 1,440 pounds, while his teammate Jake Harris finished fifth with a total of 1,300 pounds. In the 198-pound division, Crossroads' Oliver Tilley finished fourth with a total of 1,550 pounds. In the 242-pound division, Timpson's Mason Harbison finished fourth with a total of 1,635 pounds. In the 275-pound division, Wascom's KT Mann finished fifth with a total of 1,635 pounds. In the 308-pound division, Big Sandy's Brennan Ferentz finished second with a total of 1,800 pounds. And in the super heavyweight division, Harleton's Caden Johnson finished second with a total of 1,685 pounds. Now, in the unequipped division, which refers to lifting without supportive elastic gear such as squat suits or bench shirts, Hemp Hill's Kane Smith won the 220-pound division with a total of 1,565 pounds after he squatted 575 pounds, bench pressed 405 pounds, and deadlifted 585 pounds. Tatum's Aldo Espinoza finished second in the 181-pound division with a total of 1,440 pounds. And in the super heavyweight division, Mount Pleasant's Abraham Buenrostro finished fourth with a total of 1,465 pounds. On Saturday, it was Division I, Class 5A and 6A, and Lufkin's Eli Ochoa stole the show. He won the 132-pound division and set state records in each of his lifts. He squatted 580 pounds, bench pressed 380 pounds, and deadlifted 570 pounds for a total of 1,530 pounds. Now, these boys moved a lot of weight last weekend, and congratulations to all the medalists and everyone who got to compete in Abilene.
Thanks for joining us on East Texas Sports Now. We'll catch you next time.